Welcome to Dance Mogul TV. We are live with Kangol. Kangol, welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me, man.
Now, I know everybody know and remember. Tell them the song.
Roxanne, Roxanne.
That's right.
You gotta remember that.
That's right. So I know everybody remember that. So we are here live with Kangol at Broadway Dance Center. He came out to show Darrin, Dewitt, Henson some love, and we were able to catch up with him real quick. Can you give us some background on what it was like creating music back then?
Oh man, what's funny is here we are in the dance studio, and I started off as a dancer. I'm actually, my partner Dr. Ice and I are the first dancers ever for a rap group. We danced for Houdini. So remember Freaks Come Out
Yes,
at Night video, that's me and
yes.
Doc doing that. And danced for Full Force, and we became like the first rap and break dance group. And so of course that opened up the doors for me to get into music. And you know, doing rapping of course was the first thing, and then I went into music production, wrote for Whistle, did an R&B track for them as well, Lisa and Cult Jam, Cheryl Pepsi Riley, you name it. I've been through this whole industry, worn several hats in this business, but dancing opened the door for a lot of that.
That's amazing. What did you think about the dancing from a dancer perspective, and then you were able to switch over into music? What did you think? Did you have any idea that it would grow to what it is today? No,
I'm one of those cats that was looking at a lot of what was happening as fads. And so I was trying to figure out, okay, you know, while this fad is hyped, it's gonna simmer soon. What's the next thing? Let me try to hurry up and get onto the next thing. And I was wrong. Let's just say that, because hip hop is here forever.
Yes.
You know, I mean, again, my partner Doc once said, the reason why hip hop is going to be here forever is because you have kids growing up saying, when I grow up, I want to be a rapper, or I want to be a breakdancer, or a DJ. And so with that, it's going absolutely nowhere. It's here forever. But I did not think that it was going to become what it is today.
How does it feel to finally be acknowledged for your role that you played in dancing and helping to lay the dance foundation?
What's crazy,
finally, after 30 years, you're finally being acknowledged for the dancing that you did.
What's crazy about that is we ran through the garden without smelling any roses. You know, so we were just doing what we were doing. We didn't understand what was taking place until here it is decades later, and someone looks back and go, hey, did you know that you were the first to do this or the first to do that? And then we realized, wow, you know, we did create history. But at the time, that wasn't the purpose. That wasn't the deal. Yes. It's just as you look back, as you now simmer and smell the roses, and you go, wow, hold up, I did do that, and I am, you know, recognized for this thing. And it's a good thing to be recognized for it, but that wasn't the purpose at the time.
And it's so great, the music that you've done back then, because so many people today, generations all over the world, are dancing to the music and the songs that you were able to produce. It has to make you feel good.
It does. I mean, what it does is it makes you realize that you played a role as the soundtrack to someone's life. You know, Vinny from Naughty by Nature told me whenever Roxanne comes on, he remembers riding his bike, and his boy used to be on his handlebar, and that's what they would sing as they're riding around. So everyone has their own memory to these particular songs, and I love knowing that I'm part of that.
Wow. So during the music, after those days when you were making, what were some of the things that you were doing as far as inspiring the youth? You were talking to them about some of the music?
No, you know what's crazy? No, actually I was a kid as well. So I wasn't speaking to kids like adults. I was a kid myself, you know. So it's, you know, people used to ask me, like when we do radio interviews or magazine interviews, they would ask us, how does it feel to be a role model? And my response would be, I'm not a role model. I'm a rapper, or I'm a breakdancer. And I didn't realize until I became an adult that I was a role model back then. You know, so as to say, how does it feel, or how did it feel then? I was a kid like everyone else. I love when someone says, yo, I was a kid dancing to your song. I was like, yo, I was a kid when I cut it.
Yes.
You know?
One last thing I want to say. You may not be a role model, but you was a dreamer. And what would you say to other young people that are coming up, that are dreaming just like you was dreaming?
I would say don't give up. You know, remain online. And what I mean by that is, you know, when you're standing online, it's going to take you a while to get to the front. And what may happen is someone may walk off of the line, someone may already take care of whatever processes they were going through, and what happens is that you move forward in that line. But if you step off of that line and you decide a year later to get back on, you got to get way in the back.
Yes.
Remain in your position, stay online, and you will eventually get to where you need to get to.
That's great. Thanks. Is there anyone that you would like to thank that may have helped you on your journey back then or presently?
Oh, there's a lot of them, man. You know, I can go on for days with that. Full Force, Mike Hughes from Lisa and Cult Jam, Jalil from Houdini. You know, there's a long list of cats that I can just go on for days that played a role in me becoming the guy that I am today.
Okay, well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to Dance Mogul Magazine. We just want to let you know we appreciate your contribution.
Thank you, man.
And you may not be a role model to yourself, but you're a role model.
No, I'm a role model now. I know who I am today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
All right.